6:51 p.m. Tuesday, May 4th, 2021. Episode number 858 of UhhYeahDude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
I'm staring at the camera. I'm like lost. This is it.
This is it.
Wow.
Our first
like
show.
Nervous.
Our first show, Unmasked.
There it is.
You may be familiar with
You have
the
a
show,
beard.
The Masked Singer.
You have a
This
beard.
This is the Unmasked podcast.
Unmasked.
The Unmasked Podcasters.
Wow.
You told me that it's been over a year. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew that, but I mean, literally that. What was the last time?
I think it was the first shows were April 15th, 2020.
That we did with masks on.
Yeah, and the last ones were April 20th, 2020.
Here we are.
And now it's May. It's a new...
May the 4th be with you.
Yes, always. Should have seen when I woke up, when I hit my Millennium Falcon alarm clock.
Took your Ewok fucking...
Took my Ewok PJs off. Got my sandblaster. As a sandblaster, they use those, right?
Yeah.
Took out my sandblaster.
To make your coffee with.
Yeah. Watch that famous old meme of that kid swinging his lightsaber around. What happened to that kid? They sold it as an NFT for $4 million.
He's strung out. Yeah, he probably did, didn't he? He should be. You would think. What about Dancing Baby? Whoever made that, they sell that as an NFT?
Which one's that?
It's a dancing baby.
It's a baby that's dancing?
It's a digital baby.
Baby after dentist?
Baby after dentist.
I've got some important information from SAG-AFTRA.
About
a do not work notice.
Okay.
Letting us know, in case we get
Heads
called
up.
in to audition for Surviving the Cartel, a 7-episode television event written, directed, produced by, shot by, edited by the towering master, Eli Bam. You know Eli. You won't, because I looked him up. He got no credits, but he is a master filmmaker.
But
An international survival story from the perspectives of 3 different characters. A Silicon Valley executive who goes back to Mexico to inherit a family business. An ex-Mexican Navy. That's all it says. A what? I'm ex-Mexican Navy. Okay. Turned farmer who is determined to get into the United States to take care of some unfinished business. And an El Paso detective who's battling his demons. It's going to air on its own pay-per-view platform. Ooh, Eli, I don't know what that means.
like a cash
Like
app?
Triller? You're fighting... Wait a minute. You're fighting Jake Paul? Producers of Surviving the Cartel hope to raise more than $130,000 in an audition contest for 33 roles on the yet-to-be-produced streaming TV series. The producers call their online contest, quote, hybrid casting, but insist that it's not an illegal pay-to-play scheme because the actors who hope to be voted onto the series at $3.50 a vote cannot vote for themselves, though their friends and family members can, as much as 50 times each. It's hybrid casting.
Well, why 50 times? Why stop there? Why not 1,000?
According to the
100,000
terms and
times?
conditions.
Yes, of SAG.
Of this incredible
Or the contest.
film. Series. Eli, sorry. Actors submit their audition videos. Then their supporters can vote for them, with the first actor to receive 1,150 votes for each of the 33 roles, winning a role as a guest star or date player. At $3.50 a vote, that comes to $4,025 per role, with 33 roles being auctioned off. That's $132,000.
Exactly what they need for the production.
That's our budget.
For
It's
the
$133. The final tally could be even higher because money spent on votes for actors who failed to qualify with the 1,150 votes, that money's not refunded. So if you only get 1,149 votes at $3.50 a pop, you don't get that. According to the rules of the contest, the winning contestant picked by our voters will be compensated as follows: $350 per day for union performers, $250 for non-union. Travel, hotel, and meal expenses will be provided. SAG says, Seth, Jonathan, don't go to that audition this week.
As tempting as that may
Oh,
be.
to survive that cartel? Who would you play?
That would be the El Paso detective.
Detective.
Struggling.
I'd be the ex-Mexican Navy.
Definitely.
I'm here for ex-Mexican Navy. And what? It's the one more word. Or a couple more words. More words.
At least one more word.
I'm here for Silicon Valley. Executive. So that's a do not work notice.
So that's a cool hustle.
Yeah,
Do
it's
people do that? Does that exist?
dog.
Is there ways to?
Will do anything to be on a television.
I know.
series.
That's why I'm like, why isn't there more of this non-union
It's
hybrid
not,
casting?
It's not pay to play. It's hybrid casting.
There's nothing illegal about pay to play, so long as it's not union, right? As long as it's guerrilla dogma filmmaking.
Yes.
Pay to dogma.
Rodriguez filmmaking. You want to go guerrilla style.
Mexican guerrilla dogma filmmaking.
Yeah.
Pay to play.
At its best.
So wait though. So it's got to be more than that because every single other person they almost
doesn't get it. That money doesn't get refunded.
So that's what they're gonna. That's what
So
they're
they're probably
gonna
going to make
use
about $800,000.
and then only use 100
I
of
mean,
it for the shitty
Eli
movie.
Pam is. There's also a do not work notice, but this is for COVID-19 safety protocols for The Curse of the Clown Motel. But that's not a movie you want to be. It stars
Affiliated with.
Randy Couture and Lil Romeo. So really, when you get that casting notice, when your agent calls, Roma, I got you.
Randy Quaid.
What do you know about Randy Quaid? He's crazy? Okay, what do you know about MMA fighter Randy Couture and Lil Romeo?
he's crazy?
Romeo Miller? You're up for the third role. You're the ex-Mexican Navy in the
motel.
Curse of the Clown Motel.
You're the motel ex-Navy
Man.
motel. Clerk.
Night clerk. You check in Lil Romeo. You discover Lil Romeo's
What's up
body.
with
Lil Romeo. Did you ever see
Shriveled-
Psycho?
Shriveled
Did you ever
body.
see Psycho? This is not that.
It's Lil Romeo's shriveled
Body is found.
It's you that finds
You
it.
find him and you curl up with him. You're kind of a weird night clerk. Did you ever see Psycho? Again,
It's
yes.
not that.
It's not that.
Um,
So SAG-AFTRA's got to keep an eye out on for us actors.
dude, you remember that crazy Psycho that they made that was Psycho?
Oh, with Gus Van Sant, like shot for remake.
for shot with Vince Vaughn.
I gotta watch that.
I saw it in the theater.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it
you
is
did.
Like, I don't know how you make a movie
Just do it.
exactly the same way.
The only way to do
but
it.
it somehow makes it bad it was bad.
I don't remember that.
It was not only weird, it was bad.
I think I remember when he's like peeking at her, he like jerks off and shit because Gus Van Sant wanted to go like, you want to get a little more
I
extreme.
thought it was shot for shot.
Yeah, but not that. There was one extra shot, dick in hand. Like, there's a little parentheses. It was like extra
He's
shot.
jerking off on his mother? His
jerking
dead
off-
mother? Or no? The motel one.
And we're like, you do.
Oh,
You
the
see
shower.
Anne H. You see Anne H. You put your dick in your hand. Right?
It's her. Who is it?
It's Anne H. Right?
It is.
I gotta see that movie.
So he jerks off on her when she's in the shower?
I think he does that little like I'll move the bird painting, but and then Gus was like, we're gonna add one scene.
One jerk.
Get your dick out.
Jerk it.
But I thought it was a shot for shot. Trust.
This shot.
Alfred did it. No one knows.
No one knows. We're going to cut it out just like he did, but we're going to film it
But we're gonna film it for me.
to decide.
This is the director's cut. Little Easter egg. Yeah, I gotta watch. I watched that fucking Indecent Proposal. Remember I was talking, dog, that proposal?
It's very indecent.
Mad indecent.
Is it though? I thought it was like kind of classy.
It's pretty classy because it's Redford over like
He's not like
I
let
want to fuck you.
Yeah, he's
No,
like
he's a billionaire. Any proposal from a billionaire has
a
got to be
Redford
classy.
billionaire.
Redford billionaire, and it's over like late night pool, like
All of them together?
Billiards after midnight.
She's there and he's there, or does he take it up with him solo?
No, he kind of throws it out. He lobs it out.
to him or
to
them?
both. He's like, hey, I got a mad indecent proposal.
Listen.
Let me just tell you, basically in a nutshell, Woody Harrelson goes off the rails.
Yeah.
He's like, should we do this? Yeah, I guess we can do this. And then
Loses
we
it.
should loses?
Definitely shouldn't
His
have done it.
gosh darn mind. Should have taken that proposal and thrown it in the trash.
Where it belonged.
Where it belonged, because it was sick.
It was indecent.
Terrible movie.
Not good.
Not a good film.
Shot in like Venice?
Venice, Italy. Oh, Venice. Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't there like
Palisades, Santa Monica?
Yeah.
She is so gorgeous.
I know.
And so great.
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson is the worst actor ever. I said it. Incapable of acting. So that really takes you out of it. I think if we did a shot-for-shot remake and let me recast it and direct it and write it.
All right, so like who? Titus Welliver as Robert Redford.
Done.
So that's out. Now who are
Done.
the
Bernthal for you.
And then who's the lady?
Maybe like Riley Keough.
All right.
Is the I'm working on
shot
for except one extra shot at pool.
Where they all jerk off together.
Pool Bernthal. Now you take now on this scene.
Dick out.
You're gonna jerk off on the pool table. We're gonna cut it.
But I need
it for Jonathan. You know, for the producer. It's a pay-to-play scheme.
It's hybrid.
It's hybrid. This is our assistant director, Eli Bam. Do you know him from Surviving the Cartel? They're making movies. You're going back to the movies with Amir. You haven't been to the movies?
It's not a.
You're not a
I'm
movie.
going to a movie theater.
So let me get this
I'm watching
straight.
a screening of a cartoon.
You have not been to the movies since the calendar year 2019.
We have determined that it's possible the last film I saw in a movie theater would be was what is it called? Last Temptation of Hollywood. Last Train to Hollywood.
Incredible. Exit through the Hollywood gift shop. Probably Once Upon a Time at Hollywood in August might have been the last film you saw in a theater. Spent almost 2 years. You're going to go with Amir and you're going to see some anime.
Yeah.
Anime plays in theaters.
This is a feature-length film of a series that he got me watching.
Okay.
On Hulu.
On Hulu.
Oh, Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer by Hulu. So
Hulu.
it's been 2 years and you don't want to go like
what? Name one I could go see. First of all,
right now maybe nothing.
Right. So there's that.
Should we wait for the New Beverly to open on June 1st and go old school?
I just want
and really pay our. You want new?
I want popcorn. Hot. I want to just be with my fucking dude. It has nothing to do with. I was like, I don't care. You could tell it could be anything. It just happens to be anime.
Oh, Indecent Proposal?
Manga.
Okay.
Remake.
You just want to get in that theater.
I'm just excited to hang out
with your boy.
With my boy and Dimitri. So like my two guys,
Go to the Apple Pan, get a burger and some fries and a shake.
Probably a tuna melt.
Tuna melt. Eat the tuna melt. Get a stomach ache. Walk across the street.
Smell like tuna fish in a theater.
Reek like tuna. Make everybody hate you.
The huge.
My usual movie-going experience.
The West Side huge.
You know, West Side huge.
I'm just excited to get salty, buttery popcorn and sit in a dark room.
Wow.
With a recycled air system in it.
Yeah. It's an HEPA filter up on here. What are we working with? If you figure that out in the last year. So you're going back in. I love it. I'm figuring it out. I don't know if I go New Beverly and just see an old movie that I just know that I'm going to like and be like, whoa. Or do I just wait Quiet Place 2 and just go in and let Krasinski take me away?
When is that?
That might be the end of this month.
And you don't get to go to the ArcLight to say goodbye, right? They're not going to...
Well, they already threw me out this week. They're already like, yeah.
Charged.
Get the fuck out of here.
Slipped in with the janitors.
Yeah. This is the seat I sat in. Like, shut up. Yeah, we're still... I don't want to go in on that. I spend enough time talking about fucking that. We're not going anywhere. These things aren't settled yet.
Oh, yeah? Is that true?
In my mind, it's true.
You don't know anything
I don't
else?
know. I know nothing. I know less than
Because my dad called me, having listened to us talk about it on the show.
Yeah, I know less.
And was like, what's up? There's no way. And I'm like, I don't think... Because he was like, there's no way they're going to just let that go. And I was like, who?
Yeah, Dad.
Who can pay for that? Like, who has the money if they don't? Like, who's going to come in and be like, I'll take care of it? It's not...
So the ArcLight's closed, but Night Court's coming back.
I guess.
So that's
and the Cinerama Dome is going to be a T-Mobile store,
Cinerama Dome is a nail salon / T-Mobile store,
protected by the historical landmark.
But we can't change the facade. But what's going on inside
T-Mobile
Henna Tattoos? Yeah, that's where you rent e-scooters. It's an e-scooter rental shop.
outlet at the Cinerama Dome. Yeah.
All right.
But Night Court's coming back.
But Night Court's coming back.
I don't know.
So you tell me.
Topsy-turvy world.
What do you know about this pool chlorine shortage?
Nothing, because I have a saltwater, so I
You don't even have to fuck
No, I
with
mean
that.
you fuck with it, but not nearly in the capacity.
But
that
do you have got
There's
some
chlorine in the
tablets, you got
pool, but it
backup?
is not. I don't know if we do. We need it,
You need it right now.
so I need boba and chlorine.
Oh, boba,
We're making our own.
That's what we've been doing.
You, Seth, and I.
That's what I've been doing anyway.
We've been making boba.
Is that almond mint? Boba, yes. Boba shortage, pool chlorine shortage.
What? How does that?
We
where
had
does
a
that come from?
factory in Westlake, Louisiana that makes like all of our chlorine like burned to the ground like during the coronavirus last summer. So the prices are, you're not even gonna black market, like you can go dark web, but you're gonna be shocked which you pay for a pellet of chlorine. What?
Pellet. Pellet?
How many pellet? I thought pellet.
It's pellet.
How much of your fucking crypto?
It doesn't even matter. You thought you made money. You've already
you
lost
lost it all
money
because you have a pool. Well, I have a crypto and a pool. Well,
so you have nothing.
You have nothing. So is everything cool? Yeah, it's gonna be all right. So you need to get on that now, just to take care of you through like Thanksgiving, right? When do you stop daily swimming around Thanksgiving?
When would that be?
Probably.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Probably
That's my cutoff.
Thanksgiving dinner. Once the game starts, I stop
I'm
swimming.
Thanksgiving to May 4th. I get back get all my
I would say, yeah, somewhere around there.
Okay, so you just make sure you have that taken care of.
I will. I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
My pool man was talking to me, but it was like kind of like sizing me up. So maybe he was getting
He
ready
probably knew
to
how he was
broach
gonna
the subject.
by the way,
I'm gonna railroad you.
do you want to get in this? Oh shit! You didn't hear about the fire? No.
The Louisiana
Louisiana
chlorine.
fire back in August 2020. No. Yeah.
Too bad.
Too bad. You didn't hear about the fire? Shit. The fire, like the wildfires, like Malibu? No. Sorry.
Well, we'll have to see. Luckily, yeah, I got a
So
lot of.
tough.
I have the excruciating sun on my side that burns out a lot of the
Some of the impurities.
impurities. I think that helps.
Yeah.
And then
probably get a lot of soot though from the fires, like kind of getting the pool. What's all that like debris? Is that dandruff? Soot.
It's dander.
it's a light
earth
dander.
dander.
Yeah, earth dander. I was watching this, like my Greta Thunberg. I can't get enough. She's got a 3-part PBS. She's up in the fucking mountains in Canada, and there's like, why is the snow? It's so fucking filthy. Well, honey, that's all the soot and the fires and all the particles and so you know how snow used to be like
White?
used to be white and then the sun, but now it's like you can't really see it. And we're gonna call them glaciers. I don't call it that, but I like how they all kept saying
Werner Herzog calls them that too.
glaciers. It's not like our glacier boys
Glacier.
in like our fucking fan control football. If they were the glacier boys, it wouldn't be as
Glacier.
scary on the field as the glacier boys.
Yeah, Glacier's.
Glacier Boys with a Z is a stronger football team than Glacier Boys. Can't do the accent. But if it was a British commentator saying Glacier Boys,
Yeah.
they're not going to be
as intimidating.
like as intimidating as me saying
as offset.
Glacier Boys. Yeah.
True.
It's
The
like,
Atlanta Glacier boys.
yeah. Glaciers are melting. Alarming rate.
Yeah. Like
So-
what? 10 times faster than they thought, or some shit.
They always
like,
say things, and I don't. All I can get the gist of is like, "Oh, we're
Super
wicked
fast.
fucked," and all that kind of like, we need to do like, what?
don't-
We need to do this.
we needed to do.
We
that.
need. Oh, if we start now, like, what makes you think that we're gonna do anything? I mean, not that. I mean, I don't have the fucking answers. I don't want to do anything either. I mean, I just want to watch fucking drink coffee and watch it, but. We're not going to do any of those things.
But also,
I mean, one of the things was like, this is a carbon capture. In a perfect world, if we scaled this times 1 million, like yesterday, if we had 1 million of these, we might have a chance. Well, yesterday's tomorrow. You've got one, and there's now another one coming.
No one's watching.
And no one's watching this but me. It's on Earth Day. It's a 3-part Greta Thunberg PBS documentary. So, yeah, literally, me and some, like, you know, some girls in high school that, like, love her, that are like, we're going to do something. Me and those 4 girls watched this doc, called each other, and we're like, and I'm like, you girls are fucked. Because you're 18, and I'm 50.
Yeah.
So, you know, if we scaled this yesterday times 1 million, we'd still be 30 years
fucked.
too late. What? But
don't lose faith.
But you're wonderful. Keep up the wonderful work. Get on another fucking catamaran and sail across the fucking ocean for 3 weeks. You fucking lunatic. Can't we secretly get her on a plane?
But also, didn't she just do that to, like, get an award or something? Like, what
To
about
win
just
it.
not go?
Get a trophy. You want to get on that? How are this? How's 20 days? Oh, they're gonna when she came here from like Stockholm to New York, it was like in the summer. It's okay to do that. They had to like, oh shit, they changed the climate summit from this. They're on like up in California
They did it
to
on
go. Yeah.
purpose.
Oh, where is she? She's up in the Bay.
Let's switch it.
Hella fuck this up. Switch it to Portugal. Get her
They
down.
could go around Cape Horn.
Not even kidding. They're like, oh, you're going in November? Like, you can't do that in November. Like, her little body with like a banana just like laying under the boat. Like, the boat is just like, it would be one thing, boats move. The boat was just doing like front to back.
Who's manning this thing?
Like
her
a couple
dad?
of hippies, and her dad's just like staring at her like, I hate you. Like, couldn't you have been like into dance? Driving you to recitals would have been bad enough. This is so stupid. I have to be with you. I can't just send you with these 3 hippies on a 20-day voyage. The boat is just, there's electrical storms going, and she's just like laying there, like with a banana. Glaciers are melting. Yeah. You picked a crazy thing. You could have done like animal rights, and it'd make you think that like, if you were an animal rights activist, you'd have little victories, and you'd think that you were like doing something. Making headway. You pick something that's like 50 years too late, and you're putting all of this energy into it. I feel so bad for her. So sweet and smart. But like, Greta.
It ain't happening.
It's not happening. Every answer, like, they give her the answer, and she's like, okay. I didn't expect to hear that. Like, yeah. They're all telling you as nicely as they can.
Like,
no.
go home.
Go home.
Get into
dance. You're tiny. Ballerina, you have a ballerina's body. What do you like, horses? You have to about being a jockey?
No, huh?
No, you want to get into this.
It's glacier.
Glacier time. Really? Show up at a coal mine and tell a bunch of like 60-year-old coal miners that they're wrong. You want to do that?
I don't know.
You sure you don't want to dance?
What about dance?
What about dance? You sketch at all? Do you do like? You like to draw, right? All kids draw, right? Oh God,
it's tough.
That poor fucking father.
It's the
why?
Dad. It's the dad.
I mean, so seasick, just staring at her. I mean, if you find out, like, if they go over, she goes overboard on one of these trips, I'm telling you,
you gotta
go right to Papa.
Talk to him.
And break him down. Did you do it? Yes. I can't take another one of those trips. Hey, you want to fly there at Portugal? Flight, you can be there in 11 hours.
4 hours.
Nope. I'm gonna take one banana. I'm gonna lay, just stare out the window. I mean, they're like, yeah, these electrical storms, they're very dangerous. And yeah, you're in the middle of the ocean. 2 fucking hippies, just like wool sweaters, like panicked, looking at each other, just like on a catamaran. Like, what the fuck? I don't know if we're gonna make it. Yeah.
It's this for an award.
Why?
Why do you need to be there?
Why?
In person?
So tough.
Good for her. God bless.
God bless you.
Netflix spent $12 billion on content in the year 2018. Now, $12 billion in 2018.
Okay.
In 2019, they spent $15 billion on new content, or just content. So I guess that probably means
Maybe
licensing things also that
shit.
already exist, plus their original productions and all that stuff.
Yeah.
$17 billion they spent on content in the year 2020, and they will spend $17 billion this year, 2021. So in the last 4 years, they spent $61 billion in content.
They spent $61 billion on their shit that they show just on their... these aren't all our streamers. Just on on like houseplant shows. Yeah, that show cost us $45 million. The show about like competitive houseplant maintenance. It was only 6 episodes.
It's a huge hit.
Yeah, it's like $7 million an episode. Like Game of Thrones was like $1 million. Yeah, but these are like succulents, and like some hang. And then we get judges.
Is it a money laundering scheme or something? Are they washing?
They're definitely
washing money.
not spending that on content.
Well, I mean, the shows are just not.
Well, I mean,
the shows aren't that good.
There's so many shows.
What do they
if
make
you
that's
divided
good?
that up?
They don't make anything that's good.
Like original content?
Yeah. Like the one I watched, like Altered Carbon and shit. Like.
Yeah, that's like sci-fi pilots that got rejected.
I know.
Like they couldn't make it.
That's what they seem to buy the most.
Yeah,
of.
like
it's like weird. Like it's a lot of like
neutered carbon. What is it? It's a spin-off. It's a prequel to Altered Carbon. It's neutered carbon.
You gotta see it.
You gotta see it.
It never made it.
It didn't make it to sci-fi. It was a rejected pilot in 2007.
From sci-fi.
The Sci-Fi Network.
It's
bunch of beta cuck simps.
So many fucking sci-fi.
Master of None is coming back. Aziz.
I never made it through the end of the first season.
That's good. I don't know. I don't know what they has to be.
But they did make that.
But I don't.
And that won like a bunch of shit. But what else? They make any dramas that are good?
They make a lot of that, like I think that rom-com shit for like kids, like YA stuff.
Yeah, but that's not.
That costs like.
That's not. I'm asking for
us. Money.
If they make anything for us.
I'd have to like.
Besides Altered Carbon.
Besides Neutered Carbon, the prequel of a universe you could never imagine.
It's a.
I don't know.
It's a dystopian future that you could not. Possibly imagine.
Couldn't even. The glaciers have already melted. Waterworld?
Yeah, Master of None.
I don't know.
I mean, and that's no great feat in production either. I mean, that's mostly based off the exactly. Like that's not like.
I mean, they went to Italy. I guess that costs money.
Yeah,
riding a bike in Italy.
Yeah, feeding Eric Warheim in Italy for fucking 6 months. That had to cost $150K
for the extras and like the crew in Italy. Hey, they don't work. They go on strike if the gravy's not like perfect.
Top notch gravy.
This gravy is terrible. We're not working.
We're striking today.
I don't know.
That's coming back.
It's so
they took a break because of COVID, or they took a break because he got a hand job in his apartment.
I think I don't know if it was
a mixture
creative
of those?
Juices flow. I don't know.
Juices did.
Oh, excuse me.
Whoa. Well, good luck to them. I
don't know. I just off the top of my head, I'd have to do a deep dive and.
I don't know of anything. Like Amazon's got shows that I fuck with. Like
Wild Country was worth that. That would give you $100 million for that.
Sure.
If we got to watch it first and be like, what would you pay for this?
I would pay $100 million.
I'll give you $150 million to watch this again.
$16 billion.
Yeah. So $16 billion went to Wild Country.
Where is that coming out? Is that Netflix?
That came out.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
It's not good.
Nope.
Like not worth watching.
No. It's tough.
Netflix put that out?
Netflix put that out.
Did they do Tiger King?
I believe that was a Tiger King joint. I think.
No, Netflix, a Tiger King joint.
Oh, man. Good times.
Next week on Netflix, a Tiger King joint.
Speaking of, they did This Is a Robbery, the world's biggest art heist.
Oh, right.
And somebody sent this to
So
Jonathan.
It's really the docu-series game. But original scripted content, I'm saying they need some serious, they need to focus.
Well,
in 2021, they need to focus up.
Yeah, you're going to spend, $17 billion.
You can't come up with one sitcom?
If you spend...
I guess...
fucking...
What?
Kevin James. This is NASCAR. So that's worth $80 million.
When did that come?
That was in February.
No one's ever seen that.
So I would give that show $80 million. I'd give Wild Wild Country $150 million. So that it adds up.
But that's still...
Oh, wait a minute. It's still
like
$17 billion. I have no idea. Money laundering.
It's a hustle.
This Is a Robbery, the world's biggest art heist about the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston. Somebody sent this to Jonathan and I, a listener.
Because we were talking last time about popcorn.
I guess because people said that I say popcorn and it's
not people don't say that.
Oh, they don't?
You say
that.
I
say that. People hear it and then say, you're a fucking idiot. Okay.
People say that I say this. No, you
don't worry about it. I just got this Band-Aid. Just cut myself doing dishes. Don't worry about me.
Doing dishes?
Don't worry about me.
What about a dishwasher?
Don't worry about me. Still doing them dishes. Now he's cutting himself.
What did you cut yourself on?
This place is a hazard. A home is a hazard. I'll tell you that right now. You think you sign up for it, you think it's going to be fantastic?
So many variables.
All you're doing is taking the trash out and cutting yourself. Constantly. That's all it is.
Perpetually.
That's all it is.
Like a serrated knife kind of a cut, or like
just a simple how thorough I am. So I'm in there.
You need to be that thorough.
But Jonathan,
you just need to give it a good rinse.
You gotta
get it in the old dishwasher.
You gotta think. You can't have your you can't be I want to see that beauty boy. I haven't seen him in a few minutes. Where it turn?
Got you.
The Netflix doc about the big Boston gallery heist. At some point, they're talking about what's the word?
Trombone.
An instrument, which I know what that is, but it's a trombone.
Yeah. I mean, the pronunciation,
it's close,
is less crazy than popcorn.
And popcorn.
Right. But trombone, I mean, it's
trombone.
Trombone is people will lazily pronounce it that in a way. It's a slightly more exaggerated version of it out there.
Okay, yeah.
But then it goes even further.
So this guy says all these chowder heads in the doc call it a trombone instead of a trombone.
It's also the enunciate. It's not only the pronunciation; it's also like the enunciation is incorrect.
Meaning,
like the emphasis is almost on the wrong syllable or something.
Hey,
it's like
trombone.
Popcorn is also
okay.
Like it's trombone. It's like trombone. Like
hey,
trombone.
Like,
hey.
Hey.
Anyway, sorry.
So that's how they write it up in the actual police report. I guess he took a screenshot of the police report, and it does say trombone, Trumbone, that he brought to work.
Yeah.
So these stupid fucking cops.
It's so built into their pronunciation
correctly.
They even spell it the way they say it.
And you are the cops responsible for finding the $200 million worth of artwork. Have you found it?
That's a no.
Well, when you've got a fucking dude who's living in Alston with 15 of his friends, who's in a metal band, who's the head security guard for the fucking museum with $200 million stolen. There's $1 billion in artwork, and you've got a guy that the day after that they robbed it, he called in sick to go see the Grateful Dead in Providence for 2 nights. Oh, he took acid. You are the guard for the $500 million museum. Yeah, what? What, man? This plaid is tied around my waist.
It was a different
time. Different time. You gotta
these weaknesses hadn't quite been exploited
yet.
It wasn't until things like this that people were we need to
guys came in on St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day was on a Sunday that year. It's 1990. So the parade's on Sunday. So Saturday night is a built-in pre-pro for Sunday.
Hardcore.
So it's going to start at 2 in the afternoon on Saturday and go to midnight on Sunday night. They roll in at 2 in the morning on actual St. Patrick's Day was Saturday. The parade was Sunday. whatever it was we're talking about a built-in like 48-hour like free for all. Police, open up. It's 1990, so that's all we have to say. Oh, we're in.
Police open up.
We're in. Cool. Duct tape them? I don't fucking know. What'd you do? Well, I had those dead tickets, so my main focus was on getting down to Providence for the dead shows, which should be everyone's main focus.
What year?
1990, I think it was.
Probably a good show.
Good show. Well, acid on the first night, Monday night, shrooms on the second night, over Indian food 25 years later, just recalling. I don't know what was better, the first show's on acid or the second show's on mushrooms. Have they found that artwork yet? They found the trombone artwork yet? You could get away with fucking murder, literally. You could get away with anything in 1990.
Yeah.
Anything.
It was just the beginning
You
of the
could
end.
show up at a world-class museum, knock on the door and say, "Hey, Boston police, open up in here." And someone would be like, "It's the Boston police, open up in here." And then like an hour later, there's $200 million gone. What? Okay. You could get away with, you could kill your wife. Like, that would be like going to D'Angelo's and getting a sub. You kidding me? If you wanted to, you could call your cousin and have your wife dead, and there's not a you're caught now. I mean, you would have to explain to your cousin, I've heard about a thing called DNA. We could kill her now. We could definitely get rid of the body. We'll just say, "Oh, I'm so upset." We will get caught in 2021, guaranteed, because you'll be like at a Papagino's and somebody will pull a strand of hair like a detective because they'll know that you always did it. And
But
then
the numbers on that it's still only like 40% of murders get solved.
Oh, I would say it's it's probably less.
40.
40's wicked
I
high.
think it's...
Yeah. 40 would mean like almost half of all murders are solved. It's got to be lower than that. How do you find how many murders get solved? It has to be lower than that. Right? I mean, 85% we guarantee we know who did it. It's just a matter of like getting a conviction or
In 2019,
okay.
murder and manslaughter charges had the highest crime clearance rate in the United States. 61.4% of all cases being cleared by arrest or so-called exceptional means.
Now I'm talking about
I'm
like
talking about now.
Oh yeah, I'm saying
Then
1990 murders like 9%. Until your brother goes to Papagino's in 2021. Unsolved murders, maybe like how many unsolved murders are there? Not unsolved mysteries. Unsolved murders.
40% of murders, you get away with it.
Okay, so you're right on. Why do you know the stats so well? What's up with that?
Constantly watching.
Why do you always know exactly?
I watch crypto.
How do you know exactly
and
what the
murder.
clearance rate is?
I'll tell you why, because my girlfriend was listening to a podcast about this exact thing.
Okay. I want to know what that is. I want to know this.
But what I'm going to try and murder clearance rate.
Okay.
By year.
Oh, wow. That might be tough. I mean, I mean, you kill somebody now, it's like impossible. You know? They got you on 16 closed circuit cameras from the time you leave your house, you know. I'm talking like 1990. I'm talking about the heyday.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. I mean, and it was probably flip-flopped, right?
Yeah, like
40%.
99% get away, 1%
No, it
get
was
caught.
probably 60-40.
Okay.
That over half.
We haven't gotten that much better with like all the
It's a
tech.
huge difference. But
Okay.
I would also say, do you know how many people are murdered in America?
In a year?
Could you venture a guess?
How many people are murdered? This is dark. I'm gonna say, oh my God. Can you pull that up? Is there a rough number?
2020 was one of the most violent in decades.
And
Sorry.
it's all right.
2020 is probably not a good.
How about 2019?
Yeah,
Last time you were in the movie theater.
Motherfuckers.
Oh, man. Oh, shit. Just watch this ad for Adobe, and we'll tell you in a second what you need to know.
Just give us 1 second.
Just
For
first,
preparing your answer, please watch this Adobe
yeah,
commercial.
and then we'll give you like exactly what you need.
All right. Should we just do it by state? How many murders do you think in 2019 in California?
I have no idea.
That's what I want you to guess.
How many murders?
Because it's to me.
What's the number? Is it going to shock me because it's so high, or is it going to be lower than I think?
For me, this country and this state, it was far lower than I thought.
Murders in the state of California in what year?
2019.
4,500.
1,600.
Good job.
1,690.
That's nice. It's not bad.
It's like 40,000 people die from murder, like in the States, like every year. It's like not that bad.
Okay.
Like when I saw it, I was like, oh, like
I feel
that's
better.
Because we're like, there's so many of us.
I feel better.
It's like not that bad.
In California would be one of the high. 1,600 would be one of the highest.
Yeah.
Illinois,
Texas,
New York,
14.
Texas. Okay.
Texas, 1,400. Like I was shocked. California's actually the highest.
All right. 1,600.
But like when you look at that,
Well, why am I so afraid to leave the house? Lamestream media. Yep.
Q.
Yep.
I mean, when you compare that to the amount of people who are in the world or in the state, it's like, oh, like nobody gets killed. Like nobody, nobody dies. Like ever.
Nobody ever dies. Trip sitter clinic. Hold on.
That's what it's called?
Trip sitter clinic.
Where?
We're not there yet. I got you.
Where?
Don't worry. They've got all your information.
When and where?
Your virtual psychedelic
Do
clinic.
I keep my sobriety date?
Oh, yeah. Ketamine doesn't count. It's therapeutic. Duh. It's like California sober. You're like fucking Demi Lovato Larroquette. Cali sober.
Jonathan Lovato.
You know, little Merlot, little K.
Jonathan Lovato. I just spoke at a
you
meeting.
were in a fucking coma. No, it's cool.
It's
I got a trip room in my place. You can't have that. No, ma'am. Cali sober, Seth. Merlot, little JJ. Lady, you just told me that you can't drive because you have you're blind.
Yeah.
You went
drug blind.
You went drug blind. You're Steven Adler from Guns N' Roses. No, but Seth, man, you don't get it, man. Little white Z.
Little trip room.
Little trip room in your house. Let me tell you something, Miss Lovato. You cannot have a room in your house with bright colors and comfy fucking, what is this?
Trip chair.
Trip chair. Bitch, you were in a fucking coma. Shut up, man. You don't get it.
You obviously.
You don't get it. I'm Cali sober. Merlot, J.K.
JK.
You know? I don't. I mean, I watched that 4 series fucking episode. You know what fucking Elton John's like, don't be stupid. You can't do that. Look at me. I did more cocaine than anyone. You can't do that. I wore big old fucking crazy heels and onesies and you can't do that. You guys don't get it. It's different for everyone.
Is it?
Is it though?
I think it's the same.
It's the same for everyone. Can't do it. No, man, I'm an exception.
It's exactly the same
Exception.
for everyone.
You know? They'll throw you.
Trip share.
I have a trip room in my house. Bitch, you said that when you pour water into a glass, you miss the glass because you're so fucked up from the coma you were in, from your overdose.
which was like 8 months.
Which was
ago.
like 3 weeks ago. Shit, man, you guys don't get it. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. Realize your breakthrough with our at-home treatment of safe and legal ketamine therapy. 0 barriers, deeper healing. Let's get you back to being you. You know? Don't you want to get back to Jonathan?
Mm-hmm.
I do. So this doesn't count? Like, I don't have to reset dates? Yep. I mean, it says that. There's a calendar right on the homepage. Don't reset your date. Man.
Be sure not to
Don't reset your date, man. This is like cool. So you get like a consultation. You get some oral K shot over to you. You get a dedicated trip sitter that's right there to like, get... How you feel? You there? Where are you? Outer space?
You gonna be sick?
Hey, we need a bucket? You cool? Hey, I'm Jared. Oh, Jarrett.
I mean,
what's your name?
I'm Jared. Jared.
Jared, I fucked up. It's my first trip sit. Nope.
Nervous.
I'm so nervous, man. I did it too. Whoa.
I shadowed a couple of trip
sits.
Yeah,
and the people like, they went somewhere.
Freaked out.
They fucking freaked, man. It's cool. It's legal.
It's legal? Don't change your
date. Don't, man. Keep your chip. You're cool.
So they send you the K and then they send someone over
with it. Hey, I don't know if they come with it or you get it first.
Get the fuck out of my
house, Jarrett.
I don't want that.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I want that. I want that liquid K.
You want that liquid,
that oral
legal K,
oral K,
non-reset calendar K from a doctor. It's from a doctor.
Sober approved K.
It's my sober K. Yeah, it's from a doctor. Hey man, it's like whatever works. Like everybody's different. Really?
Because I think the whole thing is like everything's exactly
the same. For all of time.
When
you're in the coma, that's when you're like,
I can't do this.
I can't. Fuck, man, I had a great run. Oh, man, but White Claw? A couple of White Claws at the party, 4th of July. That poor girl.
Cali sober.
I'm Cali sober, baby.
Pescatarian
Cali sober. I'm vegan. I'm just going to have a fish fillet and a White Claw.
Sober vegan.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm Cali sober vegan. Fish fillet and White Claw. Don't reset the calendar.
It's like everything's
fluid.
Everything's cool.
Everything's fluid.
There's nothing. Nobody does anything wrong.
There's nothing words. No words.
Nobody does anything
no
wrong
words.
anymore. That's the other thing. Everything goes. Nothing's wrong.
Everything's good.
Everything's good.
It's all good.
That's what they meant. It's all
good.
Literally. All of it.
It's my trip room.
There's nothing bad.
Your what?
My sober trip room.
It's my sober trip room.
That's where I do ketamine.
It's where all my vegan friends come over and we get fish fillets Grubhubbed over. No one's setting calendars here. Get all the calendars. Get out. No calendars in his house.
Cows.
Yeah,
no calendars.
This is a no calendar house.
This is the no cal house.
No cal house.
Get in the trip room or get the
get the fuck out of here. Sober.
It's
hey, you know where the glass is and where you're pouring? They're in 2 totally different places. I'm sorry, my depth perception from the coma.
The overdose.
Anyway, where's the cocaine?
I did the overdose and now I can't see.
I can't see straight. Tripping?
Anyone? Fish fillet? Ketamine? Anyone?
Anyone?
Get upstairs.
Hang out. Come on. Yeah, I don't know about this. They're not live yet. They're like getting info, but I don't know if it's like the DA.
Yeah, they're gathering.
Info. Email IP addresses.
Yeah, they're just getting a list of
legal
addresses
IP addresses. I'm Dr. Feelgood. So maybe
we'll
don't
see.
get on that because that's.
But you didn't send them
when
my
the
stuff.
Trip sitter comes over and it's just like an agent and like aviators. Like you're under arrest.
Sitter. Get in this jail.
Get in this. Yeah. You want to really fucking lose your mind?
We'll
put you in solitary confinement for 6 months.
Lose your
you're
fucking
gonna trip
mind.
harder. You'll be banging your head against the wall. Hey, you wanted it.
You love this.
You will love it, Tripper man.
That's
in
what
you wanted. Yeah, that's. I didn't
keep an eye on them.
Yeah, that's not good. What do you got over there?
I don't even know, man. I got Better Homes and Gardens. Your Guide to a Happy, Healthy Life. May 28th is Don't Fry Day.
Okay.
That is a day of to raise awareness about sun safety.
That's good.
To encourage everyone to take steps to protect against skin cancer. Also, don't forget your eyeballs. 5 to 10% of skin cancer cases occur on the eyelids.
Isn't that interesting?
I didn't actually know that.
I guess because if you sit in the sun, you close your eye, right?
Well, you put all your because what I
everywhere, right?
I put my sunblock on.
Yeah.
And then I lie down but I don't put it on my eyes because the sunblock gets in your eyes and it hurts.
But what about you could be one of the 5-10%? Like, I got cancer.
No, I'm saying
where
right here where I didn't put it.
My eyes. Oh fuck! I can.
Well, but that's what the shades are for. Those are the polarized shades are for.
What about your ears?
I do. So what we have, because I have a pool and I live in the desert and I have a pool.
Okay.
So needless to say, I lay the fuck out.
You know a little something about the sun.
I lay out.
A little something about that D.
So what we have next to the sun chairs, I mean, we have like.
Oh, you got a fucking menu.
60 SPF,
what do you
like
need? Yeah.
face stick, everything.
For the kids, for the elderly. I mean, who's coming over?
You don't.
Do you have a changing room for me to change in?
Yes.
Do you have bathing suits on hand, or I bring my own?
You would bring your own.
We go raw.
I mean, if you want to go raw, we go raw. But I mean, that might be a bit much.
Wow.
I mean, after this long together to all of a sudden, for me to going from never having seen you in shorts to just seeing you swim in my
jumping off
pool.
your fucking diving board. Ah! Fucking psycho.
So
yeah.
But yeah, you have your own bathroom.
Okay.
And we provide towels.
That's amazing.
But no trunks. I just figured most people. I mean, if you need to borrow a trunk, I've got.
You got a Costco down there, right? I could probably shoot down at Costco.
Shoot right down to Costco.
But what's a bathing suit cost at Costco? $6?
Something like that.
Max?
I'm happy to lend. I mean, I've got plenty. I've got so many I probably haven't worn.
End up nude, be too baggy. Then I jump off the diving board. I didn't mean to go nude.
And
then I come out. I do an elaborate, like, you know.
Yeah. But
I never thought about that though. I never thought
the eyelids. Well, let's get back to this. So, 5 to 10% of skin cancer cases occur on the eyelids, and repeated unprotected UV ray exposure can lead to cataracts.
Fuck, man.
Safeguard your eyes with sunglasses that block UVA and UVB rays and a hat with a brim at least 3 inches.
Gotta have my hat.
More smart and protective moves in this article. Now,
I could probably get a hat down there at Costco too, like a big old sun hat.
I've got those straw boys.
Yeah, straw boy ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. What's that Costco? I really want to get down to that Costco.
My Costco.
Yeah, it's probably good.
My desert Costco.
Yeah, desert Costco's, I feel like are the best Costco's.
Desert Costco.
Because you're on the brink of madness. That's the kind of place you need to be.
Slightly preppery.
It doesn't matter what goes.
Times.
Yeah.
Every time you go there, you see people that are buying things for like.
Oh, you know something.
Like, yeah, like you're definitely like.
Yeah, people were wearing masks.
This is going underground.
January of last year.
Yeah,
you're like,
they knew.
Interesting.
They knew.
Interesting.
They knew.
Yeah, I that's why. In the prices are right. That's where they're going to be great at Costco anyway. But that's where you get a good $6 bathing suit. Solid, bright colored $6 bathing suit. Bring my little.
Do you use nutritional yeast?
I have been known
as a topper.
Yeah. It's nutty.
Do you eat popcorn? No.
Oh, that must be good.
Somebody told me. My friend Regan reminded me, she was like, because I was talking about going to the movies, and she was like, I sneak nutritional yeast in my own bag to put on my popcorn. And I was like, nutritional yeast on like on a movie theater bought popcorn, I am going to like, I don't, you could make me watch,
anime.
Eat, Pray, Love.
Anime.
This is anime.
we're seeing anime.
Listen, it's Demon Slayer.
Amir.
It's not just any anime.
Amir? I haven't been in the movies since 2019. Are we seeing a feature film? Kinda. Yeah, they be actors, right? And
voice acting.
Characters, voice acting, plots, and things are happening. He slayed that demon.
Well, he really.
I hope he does.
Because if not,
the Demon Slayer 2, like Quiet Place 2.
Indianapolis, Indiana, after a year after the Indianapolis 500 was held without a single fan in attendance for the first time ever, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway plans to host up to 135,000 fans for the May 30th Indy 500.
That's going to be a good one.
That could make it the highest attending sport event in the U.S. and potentially largest enclosed gathering of people since the onset of the pandemic. What's even second? If 130 would be first, what's happened since then?
I think that they might have put about
like a baseball
50
game
at the Kentucky Derby. They might have gone crazy. I don't know.
The Speedway is the largest sports venue in the entire world. The capacity is 257,000 people.
Zoom.
Woodstock in a fucking...
Zoom.
But that only happens once every
going by?
4 minutes or something, right?
I guess it's a bunch of cars. It was like zoom, zoom, zoom.
Oh, okay, fine.
Wow.
But they're all kind of in a group, right? Doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very hypnotic. Maybe that's what it is. So many cars going so fast, so close.
You just sort of...
Go around again. How many? 500 times.
That's
okay, okay. This is what we do. 31. Zoom.
Which one was that? 32?
32. Wow. Fucking people. I love them. That's my favorite athlete.
Nothing.
What? It's your favorite what? What is he?
My favorite athlete.
My favorite athlete
is
that guy, the driver.
Is NASCAR.
It's the guy that drives the car. I don't even know if there's different kind of cars too. I don't even know. I know people get in cars and like
NASCAR is Indy
is
Indy
Formula
One
or like I don't know.
Formula
That's like
One is
European
fucking
shit,
bona
right?
fide crazy because they go like 250 miles an hour.
How fast do the NASCAR don't go?
They're like 75, 80.
Yeah, like 90. I think they top out around 100. Anyway, a couple of years ago, I'd been a couple of years.
I haven't followed the last couple of years.
Couple of years, like I've been driving around a circle.
Formula One is bonkers.
Those are the ones, yeah, the weird look, yeah. They look like the beds that the kids have.
Look like
It's my favorite bed. Who's your favorite athlete? The guy that that gets in my bed.
Whoa.
Well, wait a minute. Excuse me. My child bed. Whoa.
This
is getting
all
crazy.
coming out wrong.
They make NASCAR beds? They must.
Fuck yeah, they do.
Yeah.
A Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, Kevin James on the side. Crew boss.
Kevin James crew boss bed. Now available from Wayfair.
Sleep tight. Somebody called. I don't know. I said something random about episode 223. Who the fuck knows what we were? It was in June of 2010, and people have let me know
what we were talking about.
We were talking about Grown Ups because Grown Ups, the original, the OG Grown Ups,
first one,
the first, not the shot-by-shot remake that we're doing,
currently working
on. That had yet to come out, so we were gauging like, what's this movie about? Who's going to see this movie? That movie made $162 million in the United States. It made $109 million in the international markets for a grand world box office total of $271 million.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Everyone. Did they make another one then?
Yeah, they might have made a third. And then I'm working on that fourth.
The shot by shot.
Shot by shot is the fourth, which is actually a prequel. Long story. Then there was the New Now Next Awards on Logo, which was celebrating LGBTQ community in pop culture, the arts, in general. The OMFG Internet Award went to lesbians who look like Justin Bieber, which I don't even think
still exists.
It doesn't really exist. Don't think is even legal to do now. I think like if you pitched that website now, you would be arrested, right? I don't know for something. Yeah. Certainly, yeah. Because I don't know where it goes off the rails intersectionally, but it somehow when I went to it to look at the old, I was like, I don't think that.
But were these users submitted? Were these people who believed that they looked like Justin Bieber? So then that's okay.
It's okay.
That's maybe okay.
Girlfriend sending in, or this is my friend or my coworker.
It's not like revenge
porn.
Oh
no, it's not. Yeah, no, nothing sadistic about it. Very lighthearted. Very funny. Oh, can I say that? But when I was looking at it, I was
like, this wouldn't fly.
This doesn't fly.
Right.
I don't know why.
but it doesn't.
But 10 years ago, Logo gave it the New Next Award for OMG motherfucking website of the year. But I'll tell you, man.
Shit.
You saw Biebs with those fucking locks.
What's up with those dreads?
Oh,
Is that for a role?
The role of life.
He can't be serious.
Oh, he's deadly just serious.
He's not. He can't be.
Yeah, man.
You can't be.
Jamon. I can't wait for that new album.
Jamon.
Oh, my God. Jamon Bieber, that new album with that fucking Gully Kingston sound he's working on. They're going to kill you, sir.
That can't be.
That's
that
what he's
has
doing.
to be for something.
That's what he's doing.
It has to be like a Harmony Korine role or something.
That's it. Yes. The Harmony Korine grown-up shot-for-shot sequel. It's going to get dark.
He's playing. He's playing.
It's going to get
David Spade's-
Rob Schneider's
Rob
part.
Schneider's part.
Rob Schneider's part.
Justin Bieber is Rob Schneider.
Justin
and Grown Ups.
Jamon Bieber
Grown Ups 4.
is
the
a grown.
prequel.
Wow, man. That's going to be dark.
Jamon
Bieber as
Rob
Robert Schneider in the prequel to Grown Ups. Grown Ups 4. A macabre shot-by-shot remake.
For the twisted
The
mind.
twisted mind of, what's his name?
Hal
Eli
Roker.
Bam.
Hal Roker. What? Eli Bam.
Eli Bam.
That's the, you can't have a first and a last name and still it only amounts to 6 letters.
Eli Bam.
That's not
Is
enough.
that not possible? What about Jet Li?
Damn it.
Damn it.
He's got to have a middle, right?
He's got to have a middle name.
Yeah.
There's nobody else?
First and last?
First and last has to be 6 letters or less. That's the only, I think that, I don't know how that one came to me because I wouldn't be able to think of another one now. I got Jet Li on the brain. I always do.
It was good.
I
don't know.
So you got to think of like Al's or the, shit, it's impossible. He's the only person. Jet Li's the only living human being other than Eli Bam.
Eli Bam and Jet Li.
And Jet Li. Is Jet in Eli's series? No, because he didn't get enough votes.
Strangely.
He only got 1,000 votes. It's pretty sick. What do we got?
I don't know. I think we got
Yeah, we probably
wrap
did
it up.
it. Probably did it.
Enjoying ourselves here.
Yeah, give me. Why don't you give me that?
Well,
Give me
I'll
s-
give you. Put this away. I'll
me
give you this.
All right. Just having fun. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, we can't enjoy ourselves for a palindrome. Palindrome episodes always have
Always
a
a
certain
treat.
energy.
They do.
You know what it could be? It's just the freedom of being back, sans masks.
Oh yeah.
Of being alive again.
I feel like I'm glowing here.
I feel like
$1 million.
it's like May, no masks, vaxxed. Indianapolis 500. Me and my 135 of my closest friends. Zoom. Give me your autograph, driver.
You're my favorite.
You're my favorite number 8. I like your patches. All your sponsors. Nesquik and Bounty.
They're my.
They're my favorite products. Unilever. Durex. What? I love it.
Sign my.
Sign my chest. Because I love condoms and household cleaning products. How many is that, Dad? Son.
This is 33.
Son, we're on 37 of 500 of these. And so what happens? Well, son, one of these men, they're going to get to 500 faster than the other men. And then we will pour things. I think they pour milk on them, right? Isn't one of those races, they like
It's milk is
shower
instead of
you
champagne.
in milk. Well, champagne sounds more Formula One, more European. I think one, they cover you in like a old-timey glass, like,
Wild.
yeah. Wait for the first driver that's like, oh, if I win, I'll have almond milk. And then they burn him.
Alive.
Burn him alive
After he wins.
after he wins the Indianapolis 500. Well, they killed him. He asked for oat milk, so they lit him on fire. Burn. 135,000, 257,000 people chanting, burn him, burn him, burn him. Why? Is he a witch? Yeah. He likes pea milk. Pea milk? Like urine? No. PEA.
Pea protein.
Pea protein. We're going to burn him. He's a witch.
Last week, workers from a British company placed basketball-sized cardboard boxes into 6 yards in the Florida Keys. They added water. In a week or so, 12,000 male, I'm not going to say this word right, mosquitoes.
Oh, kind of one of those crazy.
Aedes aegypti.
Nope. Mosquito.
Aedes aegypti mosquitoes will, one by one, begin buzzing out of each box. The first genetically modified mosquito to be released in the United States. Ooh. Local officials argue the trial is necessary at a time when pesticides are increasingly ineffective against these dangerous pests. A 2016 vote on the project indicated a solid majority of support in most of the surrounding counties. At the end of the day, quote, our hope is to be able to control this mosquito more efficiently and keep our population below any sort of disease transmission threshold, said Andrea Leal, executive director of the Florida Keys Mosquito District. Our toolbox for Aedes aegypti control is shrinking, unfortunately, and that's making us think outside of the box. But years-long opposition to the test project continues, with critics arguing it could have unintended consequences and that their concerns have not been adequately addressed by the government or by Oxitec, the British biotech company releasing them. Quote, when you disrupt an ecological system, whether it's a small disruption or a big disruption, you're going to have an impact, says Dana Pearls, program manager at Friends of the Earth, a Washington, D.C.-based environmental advocacy group that opposes the project. History has taught us time and time again that we need serious precaution with new genetic engineering experiments and technologies. Once you release this genetic material into the wild, you cannot recall it. Male mosquitoes don't bite or cause disease, but females do. And nothing is better at finding female mosquitoes than male mosquitoes. In this case, the aim is to use those released male Aedes aegypti to track down mates and lay eggs. The mosquitoes of both genders have been genetically modified so that any female offspring will die before reaching adulthood. With each successive generation, there will be fewer biting females. Eventually, the population will crash entirely. The insects also have been given a gene that fluoresces under certain lights, so scientists can easily identify and track descendants of the altered mosquitoes.
There's a lot.
It's a lot
to unpack there.
Well, because also it's like we could be talking about this
for like not even like, oh, you did. Well, on the sounds of it, someone's going to yell, you did what?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we thought I don't want to get bit anymore. So you like eliminated the. Do they mean so then if they have the eggs and then they don't, does that mean that the female species dies off and that'd be impossible because then they can't just be.
I think it's. I don't know.
There has to. Are they trying to kill mosquitoes off altogether? And so then if they
I don't know. I don't think they can do that, right? They're not allowed to. They're just trying to keep it below a disease threshold, but that probably
so they
is
keep
impossible.
So now it's just like 6 female mosquitoes for every 2,100.
And everything glows in the dark.
And they all glow in the dark? And just the females, so they know? So there's like 2,100 mosquitoes and they see one glowing. They're like, get her. Maybe she doesn't like want that.
Mr. Mosquito.
Mr. Mosquito Company.
But I don't know. I don't know because it's bad. The other thing is bad because they
if it's a British like multinational company, we know like
and they're testing it in Florida.
Just do it down in Florida.
They're like,
this is bad.
They know it's not good.
It's not good. You just go down to Florida.
If we can get them to do it there, we'll do it. Otherwise, we'll shelf it.
It's not a problem. Just do 6 of them and pour the water on it. And then what? Well, it's like a chia pet. You pour the water on it and it's like a goonie or what are those fucking gremlins? Goonies. I love when the Goonies if you feed the Goonies.
Don't feed the Goonies after dark.
If you don't feed that fucking Goonie, if you don't feed vegan food to Corey Feldman after midnight, he becomes the Incredible Hulk. Is that it?
We'll have to. Well, it's already happening.
It's happening. It's done. It's
Despite
over.
our opposition.
Yeah. I'm going to say it could be 4 weeks before someone's like, you did what? And it would be like a scientist in a lab coat.
Once you let these
it's over.
this genetically modified material into the wild, you cannot recall it.
It's done. It's over. Bioluminescent microchipped mosquitoes.
Eunuch mosquitoes.
Oh man.
Angry, horny, and unable to
keep it. Oh, well, I don't want to. It's probably some billionaire psychotic man that was bit by a mosquito as a child, and his whole life has been like, "I'm gonna get you. Oh, I'm gonna get you." That's how they see. That's how he'd say it. I'm gonna get you. You. I'm gonna get you. It's wicked, isn't it? Wicked, isn't it? How I got bit as a boy, and then I grew up and killed them all. It's wicked, isn't it? Yeah, that is wicked, isn't it? You just eliminated mosquitoes. I mean, I hate fucking mosquitoes, I think, right?
Yeah.
We don't need them,
Definitely
but like,
hate 'em.
again, we know.
We must need them.
We must need them. If they're here, if it's here, we need it.
Yeah.
If it's here,
we need it.
If she put it here, we need it. She meant to. Totally in her master plan of like, shut the fuck up. I know it sucks, little British boy, isn't it? Mental in it. You got bit on a date and then you didn't get laid and now you're a evil mastermind British Elon Musk crazy person. So you own a petro multinational British company called Oxy. If the word Oxy is in your like company, you're evil as fuck.
No matter what.
No matter what you do. It could be like building schools for kids. It's like, we're the Oxy school system. Oxy Petro International. We only do good things. You what?
Yeah.
We're a good organic vegan company called Oxy Petro Industries. We're a multinational billion dollar British conglomerate.
Good corporation.
Can we pour water on these basketballs? What was it?
Box is the size of basketballs. But
odd. Isn't there another way to describe something?
People's backyards.
Basketballs are round. Boxes aren't round.
It's not a good.
It's a terrible. I don't know. They do things by the pounds. They get stones. How many stones is that? They could be saying we don't. What? Only stones? What are you talking about?
Nobody does stone besides them too. That's not
just them.
It's not metric.
Oh, it's not like
everyone else in the world.
Everyone's doing
Stone's
it. Stockholm.
Just them.
Greta Thunberg, 6 stones.
My name is Jonathan. This is Seth.
Yeah,
it's our first show back since the masks.
Couldn't be happier that we. I'm just glad we kept doing shows.
It's great.
In the flesh through all that.
Absolutely.
We didn't know what was going to happen.
To be able to keep doing it, to be able to keep doing them for you guys, but also for our own selves and sanity. And it's been,
really helped.
It's been cathartic in a lot of ways, but it's also
the
very,
health.
very nice to be back and feel like some, I don't know, normalcy or whatever might be the word is returning to.
I think it's mental,
just nice to see you.
It is. Yeah. When you came in and
it was nice to see your face.
It is crazy to think it's been a year since we saw each other's faces. I still haven't dipped out into
the world.
I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was at the shop today and I saw Jack but Brian, we were all still pretty masked up, but it was definitely, when I was sitting outside, I took it off and I wasn't it's slightly more relaxed, but then to be here and just be like, oh, I don't have to think about this is it's very nice. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. It's I
did my research.
Cool.
I read up on your Moderna. I made the executive decision to let it fly today.
Take a risk and let it fly.
I figured the 2 days of you dying meant it's working.
Probably worked.
Meant it's working.
Did its thing.
You mean when your t-shirt was painful on your skin?
It's not fun.
That means it's working.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
It did something.
Is the vaccine working? I don't know. Tender. It's my t-shirt's burning my back.
Is that
normal?
Yep.
Yeah, that's where the chip.
It's how the
chip goes into your shoulder blade.
OS
and so it pricks the skin. It makes it, It's total Big Sur download. It's going to reboot.
Don't worry about it.
And how often is it going to do that? Every
couple
night
of days?
that you're on the internet, It's going to ask you again.
If you want to upgrade.
Did I just do this? I'm such a loser. I like, from what I'm gathering, people are just like, yeah, or just install later. Fuck off. Me, I like have to shut my whole fucking life down. And
but also, you're not supposed to do it like right off the bat because there are always like little hiccups.
Clear my browser history. I'm like, okay, shut everything down. Fucking loser.
Sit and wait for
Sit and wait for like 17 seconds remaining. Since when is 17 seconds 21 minutes?
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Well, if they told you the truth, you wouldn't do it. They have to lie to you.
I guess that's
it.
it.
Like 20 seconds remaining because that's the only way that you're going to sit there and be like, all right, I'll let it ride.
Yeah. You should just tell me 31 minutes and then when
I'll
it's
leave.
21, I'll be like, oh, they're so good. Like I did at the fucking weed store. When's lunch coming? You just add 15 minutes to whenever it's supposed to be there. So for that 15 minutes, you didn't have 19 stoners up in your grill being like, is it here yet? Because you lie to their faces. And when the pizza place says we'll be there at 2,
you tell them
you hang the phone up. You're like, it's going to be here at 2:20. And then you turn to any other sober person there and you just have a sly. Got him. So from 2 to 2:20, they're not all like, hey, is it here yet? Standing at the door. Are they here? No, but that helps. Stand there.
And
ask me for 20 minutes. Fuck, man. Well, you said 2. 2:10.
You got to miss that, huh? I'm sure you missed that. What do you miss? Do you miss it? You must, a little bit.
The only thing I miss is that everyone I work with was for the most was so much. We had so much fucking fun, so nice and so funny. Like such a good always staff of just the best people.
Yeah.
In the deal and being in the mix of kookiness.
Yeah.
Like everyone being
kooky.
I mean, it's a fucking weed store, so it's like an 8-hour shift of madness.
Yeah.
It's like being in fucking ER fucking nurse.
I mean, I think it would be harder or shittier if that same crew was still there intact and you just weren't there. I think that it's much easier to deal with when it's like, oh, it's not there anymore either. It's not just me who's not there. That it's not the store that it once was. Store. You know what I mean? That it would be a lot harder to deal with if it was like, oh, they're all still there, just carrying on, and I'm just not out of the picture now. It would be, as opposed to no, it's it's dismantled.
Yeah, there's no fucking Bob Marley blacklight posters up in weed stores anymore.
Good old days.
Yeah,
I remember going to those stores trying to sell
going through
shit
beads.
And, being am I gonna get robbed right now? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, now it's people are valeting. They're getting champagne on the way in. Hello, and let's talk about CBA DDN CTTYY. How about weed? What do you know about EX9 CBB do? No, I know about shitty weed that I smoked 100 years ago when there wasn't such thing as indica and stevia. Sometimes, because I didn't realize that, sometimes I smoked and watched Tootsie and had an ecstatic experience. And other times I smoked and they're like, you all right? I'm like, no, man, I'm not going to make it here in this town. Why are you crying? Because I'm not going to make it. Because Tootsie's on again. What did you smoke? Oh, there's differences in weed? That would have fucking been nice.
Took us a little while.
I was at Monty's on fucking Western getting that kale Caesar. I love that kale Caesar, that extra dressing. They have opened a weed store right next door. So I'm like, I'll go buy her a joint. The experience was so unpleasant.
Because
it was so
retail
antiseptic retail whack. Yeah. I was just like,
oh, this sucks.
This sucks.
Yeah.
Excuse me. We'll wait now. Okay, now you can go up and yes. This just give me I just want a joint. Just give me just want a pre-roll. The pre-rolls. Let me bring you to the pre-roll. No.
It's already taken too long.
No. Invented the game. Blood, sweat, and tears. Sorry, you're a child. You're in 8th grade when I built this game up. Thank you.
Did you watch
My bona fides? Do I have to get into your face?
Did you watch that Bigfoot?
No.
I did.
How bad was that?
It's not that bad.
It's bad.
It's not bad.
It's bad because it's about Bigfoot and
not.
weed. It's not.
No.
They use that
within the first episode.
So why do they do that?
Because that's the premise.
Is that Bigfoot killed people?
Yeah. That's the premise. But it just becomes Murder Mountain.
Okay.
But
So
not Murder Mountain because Murder Mountain's like insane.
Okay.
But it's like same area, same period of time, same outlaw, like Hell's Angels, like dead Mexican nationals. Like, what the fuck is going on?
All right.
Why are there so many bodies
So
buried up in the hills?
it does get
Like,
crazy.
It's crazy.
Why the fuck do they talk about Bigfoot?
Because that's our intro into it. Is that there is a legend that Bigfoot killed these marijuana farmers.
What does that mean? There is a legend that Bigfoot killed the marijuana farmers. That doesn't mean anything. There's a legend.
Well, no, there's a
urban
guy that is our subject, our
hero.
The documentarian, the guy that is making the doc about himself is an investigative journalist. And
So
in the early 90s...
There's no such... You can't say the words investigative journalist
Bigfoot?
and Bigfoot.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
But he's like legit, like went like underground with like Nazi skinheads and shit and like
Found the Loch
got, like,
Ness and like...
No, like all like crazy,
Okay.
like, oh, you got involved with like crazy, like crazy Latin gangs and shit and like crazy skinheads and like did articles about shit. When he was in his early 20s, in the early 90s, he went and like trimmed on a farm. And one night, these dudes came in and were like,
Dude,
Bigfoot just
kidnapped.
No, killed
Gary.
Killed 3 people.
Killed Gary, Lucille, and Sam.
And so he's like, basically, it's just this bizarre story that he's never been able to shake. So in his 40s, he goes back to try to figure out, like,
did Bigfoot do this?
No.
Okay.
Just what the fuck happened.
Okay.
And
does anybody that he interviews in this multi-episode documentary series say it was Bigfoot?
No, but some
Okay.
people do remember hearing the story the same way that he had heard it. So it gave him the impetus to be like, okay, this was an actual story that was circulating. Why?
Who killed
these people? And then it gets like legit.
Okay.
Because he's legit.
Okay.
Like he's cool and like.
Okay, but explain to me how My Octopus Teacher wins an Academy Award for Best Documentary over Crip Camp. Just explain to me about a movie that I didn't see and a movie that I did see. How come the movie that I didn't see, there is not a possibility that My Octopus Teacher is as good as Crip Camp?
But
there's not
Can we just say that maybe because
Nomadland won Best Picture?
Well, one,
so
two, that I would say that My Octopus Teacher probably is more
not good,
cinematically engrossing. It's shot incredibly well.
So as a visual
thing, because he does like he's like an insane nature, like
goes underwater and has sex with an octopus, like that
several times.
Guillermo del Toro movie.
Short life.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Literally
888-842. My octopus
He grooms
teacher.
an octopus.
My first octopus.
He grooms an underage octopus until he has sex with it. Yet there's a movie about the entire disability community.
Produced by the Obamas. I mean, literally, like the highest pedigree of all time.
Just about like a nation and laws enacted and psychology's changed. This guy went and groomed an underage octopus to fuck it, and it was given an award because it looks pretty. Oh man, but that octopus fucking, man, you know, when it's underwater, man, you've never seen a porn underwater. That should be cinematic. I think, like you said, last year Parasite won Best Picture. This year Nomadland won Best Picture. Parasite The movie Parasite, the film Parasite, the greatest film ever made. And then this year was Nomadland.
Yeah, not the greatest film ever.
Not as good as Parasite or Crip Camp. My Nomad Octopus. 2 greatest movies ever. Greatest documentary ever made. Greatest feature film ever made. You said, Crip Camp and Parasite? No, Dick. I said Nomad Octopus. But it's
visually
underwater, man. I know cameras could go underwater. What's he does he make love to the octopus? Like
No.
in that Guillermo, I don't know how to say
really.
his name. The Del Toro movie. Doesn't he have sex with
and the
that thing?
Water
Like,
Boy?
is it this like a documentary shot for shot remake of that
Water
movie?
Boy?
Of the Water Boy? It's a shot for shot.
What was that called?
The Shape of Water?
Is that what I'm saying?
That can't be. A movie can't be called The Shape of
I
Water.
think it is. But I don't think it was that movie.
A movie cannot be called The Shape of Water. Can it? Why am I making that up? Gotta be. I know Bruce Lee says be like water. I know that.
That's it.
Okay. And he has sex with the fish or something? I didn't see that. And this is the documentary remake of it?
Shape of Water.
Man,
I saw that bad boy.
how was that? Not good. I mean, the scenes though.
Michael Shannon's good in it.
Well, dog. I mean, you don't have to like.
I mean, everyone's good in it. Everyone's good in
Some
it.
things are automatic.
Richard Jenkins, Octavia Spencer,
Oh, I mean,
Sally Hall.
yeah.
Everyone's good in
No,
it.
you're giving me like an all-star cast. I mean,
It's you know,
yeah.
it's a little weird.
That's good though.
I mean-
Original, unique, artistic, cinematic.
It's those things too. It's fine. It's not great. It's no Nomadland. Let's just put it that way.
But the movie about the octopus beat out the Crip Camp movie. I guess I got to see this film.
Well, I mean, you should see it, but you shouldn't see it
Crip Camp
in hope
is
that
like,
you get
Crip
somehow.
Camp is like a testament to like the human spirit, and
Exactly.
it's like
I know.
like a mind altering film.
I know. I think
He grooms this octopus. Is there a trial in the film
him being held accountable for his
for his actions?
his monstrous acts. Wait, we gotta go because we gotta do another one of these.
Oh yeah.
888-842-2357, toll free. We are commercial and advertising free and listener supported. If you would please go to our Patreon and pledge to us, it's quite a gesture and means the world to us. Thank you to everyone who does that. Consider doing it. Consider going to our website, buying a T-shirt or something along those lines. Consider coming and seeing us do a live show somewhere in the
Why
world.
not? Possibly
Where we got
Los
currently
Angeles.
Los Angeles,
your
August
birthday
7th.
show.
Where else?
That's on your birthday at the Lodge Room in Highland
That
Park.
was our 15-year anniversary show that we have postponed and rescheduled for
now
my
it's
birthday.
your Magnum 44
That will
birthday
be my
celebration.
43rd?
I'm sorry.
No.
44. Fuck. Dog.
Really?
Dog. 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 I graduated high school 30 years ago next month. Dog. Dog. I graduated high school 30 fucking years ago. Okay, but wait a second. You're talking about a film where literally a group of people banded together single-handedly to change the face of disability, the literally enacted laws in the way that we interact as human beings in our day-to-day life. This dude made friends with an octopus, like they became buddies.
Yes.
So he met an octopus, liked him, they hit it off, and they became friends.
Yeah.
There it is. They're friends. Yeah, awesome. Me and Jonathan are friends. Give me a fucking Academy Award. Best friends.
The best friends Oscar.
We have a show in Detroit. It's on Saturday night, September 18th.
That's your birthday
That's
show.
my birthday show. My birthday's Monday the 20th.
So we got double birthday shows.
So we'll celebrate. Yes, I got a little jelly.
Yeah. Well, you can't go to one without going to the other either.
Yeah. So you got a lot of flying to do. So that's at the Majestic in Detroit.
Exciting.
Saturday, September 18th. And then the show that we were going to do in Milwaukee at Collectivo, which is, I don't how many times these have had to been bumped. That's going to be on Saturday, October 30th. So feel free to come in costume to that.
Yeah, that's a Halloween show.
So
that's going to be a spectacular live show.
Event. So we got your birthday show, my birthday show,
Spooktacular,
our annual Halloween show.
Everyone
knows that.
That's going to be a treat or a trick. All right.
Yeah. Sorry.
Come to one of those. We'll probably have ticket links up at this point. If you probably have tickets still from other versions of those shows, that I think those are all still good. So let's hope that these ones stick. It does seem as though right now people seem pretty optimistic.
Yeah,
that those
see.
are gonna those dates will hold.
So literally against all
August,
odds, you
September,
banded together
October.
to change the world.
Against All Odds is a movie.
Against
Who's in
all
that?
odds.
Who's that? Jeff Bridges?
Jeff Bridges and James Woods.
What are they, like journalists?
I don't know. There's a scene where they're like racing each other
on
in
a beach?
cars. No, in Porsches. So you against all odds, you changed
So the way humans and animals, animals friendships,
the way humans
perceive
work as people, disability rights, invisibility. You went swimming.
Well, that's
you
the one with
bumped
Take
into
a Look at Me Now. Is against all odds, and that's what I gotta say. Just take a look at me now.
I'm gonna say 1984. I don't know who directed that film.
Phil Collins.
You fucking better believe it is.
Phil Collins song for the
Say
movie.
1984, but I do not know. I can't remember
James
who directed
Woods,
that.
Jane Greer, Rachel Ward. A gangster hires an ex-football player
Wow.
to find his girlfriend. When he finds her, they fall in love, and the twists start to appear.
Yeah, 84. Who directed that?
So he starts to bone down
Taylor
on James
Hackford.
Woods. There you go.
Nice.
Um,
All right. Come back for 8:59. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you for being with us, having to watch us or listen to us through these masks. I think the tonal quality too is.
I don't think so.
It's really, people are going to be driving in their cars like.
The film soundtrack nominated for a Grammy Award featured songs by Big Country, Kid Creole and the Coconuts, Stevie Nicks, and Genesis.
Wow.
Breakout stars like Mike Rutherford, Peter Gabriel, and Phil Collins. The last performed the title song, which was nominated for an Academy Award as for Best Original Song.
I want to watch this. Dog. The proposal was fucking
So bad.
indecent.
Larry Carlton did the score. Ooh,
You liking this, huh?
I've never seen this film.
Yeah, I know there's a scene where they are in their vehicles, mano y mano.
I have seen
They're
this movie.
racing.
888-842-2357.
For you. In 1984, you were just a child. Your folks let you go to the Cineplex?
No, I think I saw it on
maybe on
I
HBO,
rented it.
home box office.
I rented it later on.
Watching Roger Ebert on this clip of him showing his home studio, back in the 80s, and so I've got to have all the best. He's got he's talking about his laser disc for 15 minutes. So what I have is I have a 45-inch television, baller. What? Go big or go home. You know what they say? What? It's tough.
It changes.
I mean, really looking at it's wow, Roger Ebert's a fucking boss. That's a 45-inch TV. You would put a 45-inch TV in your fucking bathroom now. Your grandmother would laugh you out of the house. It's like a laser disc. What is it called?
What do they look like?
What do they look like? He's like, they're beautiful, right? Looks like something they could serve in outer space. Or he's like, shut up. It's stupid. Those things smaller, better. TV bigger, better.
Come back.
How about an 85-inch and a fucking SD microchip inside your bloodstream?
Yeah, how about no
How about
chip?
that? How about a chip in your body? How about clouds, bitch?
How about a 90-inch fucking invisible television in the cloud?
How about blink your right eye 3 times and a 90-inch TV appears before your face?
To watch Against All Odds.
To watch Against All Odds.
Come back for 8:59.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.